Inner Traditions Audio presents Julius Evola, The Philosopher and Magician in War, 1943 to 1945, by Gianfranco De Turris, read by Luke Bob Robinson. Forward. Following the Trail of History, Giuseppe Parlato. At the present point in time, the literature by and about the traditionalist philosopher Julius Evola is quite plentiful. There are studies that touch upon every aspect and phase of his life, from the period of his youth to the Second World War, and which deal with facets of his work ranging from the purely esoteric and philosophical to the essentially political. Despite this vast literary production, however, a biographical and historical study that specifically addresses one of the most delicate, difficult, and overlooked chapters in Evola's life has been absent. And this is what Gianfranco De Turris has finally achieved in the present work, which is based on previously undiscovered or unconsidered documents. The time frame under consideration here stretches from July 25, 1943, until the mid-1950s, when the philosopher was faced with the absolute necessity of political action and when his first post-war works were published. This is a span of less than 10 years, yet these were clearly not normal years in the least, neither from the perspective of what had taken place in Europe, and in Italy especially, nor with regard to the possibility of recovering archival material that could show in an irrefutable manner what the various geographical journeys and political events experienced by Evola were, as well as his thinking. De Turris's great achievement has been to successfully document, with scholarly precision and to the greatest possible extent, all the obscure details, conflicting reports, and distortions that relate to Evola's complex itinerary of during and immediately following the Second World War. One of the main difficulties has been that of documentation. Although Evola was particularly reticent and reserved about his own personal and political affairs, De Turris has managed to successfully follow his historical trail through these years, unraveling the knots and tying together the loose ends to clarify matters and shed light on what is false and what is true. First of all, the itineraries. The author has minutely reconstructed Evola's
Sample complete. Ready to continue?